If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Before we get into this demonstration, allow us to extend our condolences to the family down there in East St. Louis. And for those of you who pray, pray for that family. Pray for courage, pray for understanding, pray for strength, because you gotta know that they going through it, because somebody tried to kill their whole family. You see what I'm saying? So for the family that is left, I know they just like, what in the, somebody tried to take all them out in a targeted hit. And by the grace of God, 2 of them survived. But like they say, I'm talking about what they call that, when you critical condition. Yeah, they in critical condition. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, like, pray for them, because they still trying to survive. They in the hospital right now, still going through it. And if they find out what went on with the rest of their family members, that alone might just kill them. You see what I'm saying? So definitely pray for the living, because man, they going through it right now. Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, damn, hood educated, why would somebody want to target a whole family? Like, what did that family do so bad that somebody would want to kill the whole family? Not just the young, but they even killed a 70-year-old woman. What they say, 74-year-old woman. Like, who was that cold-blooded? Like, I understand gang banging, because I come from that. So that type of killing right there to me is like, hey, look, we trying to kill each other. Hey, look, we warring. It's all a part of war. People get shot, stabbed, killed, beat up, spit on, scratched, all that old type of stuff, because we warn. But what did a 70-year-old woman do? A woman in her 70s. What did she do to deserve to be killed, shot to death? What did she do? You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, whoever did this right here, I'm telling you, their mind is gone. Their mind is disturbed. Because, look, to kill a whole family damn near, something ain't right with you. You gone up here. Now, after doing my research, y'all, this right here, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This right here finna fuck some of y'all up. Excuse my language. I gotta put it on. I gotta say it like that. Because this right here is unheard of, especially in the African American community. Well, you know what? Let me back up. Because we doing some strange shit nowadays. Like, I remember back in the day, you can hear a crime happen and you just knew who did it. Somebody went and shot up the whole post office. You already, some European guys or somebody mad at work killed everybody at work. You know what I'm saying? Somebody killed their mama and their daddy and their brothers and sisters. Another European type demonstration. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could identify the crime. Somebody got shot in the drive-by. Oh yeah, that was some brothers that did that. Somebody got robbed and slapped upside their head with a pistol. Them some brothers that did that. It was a gambling. They were gambling, and they shot up the gambling spot. We was able to identify crimes. Like, we can't do that no more. Because we are doing the crimes that we used to laugh about, that, all the white people doing that, man, they crazy. What's wrong with them? Y'all remember those days? We can't do that no more. Because we doing them type of crimes. We killing our mothers now. We killing our fathers, our brothers, our sisters. You see what I'm saying? Not alone, I mean, the gang banging thing is one thing. We talking about fuck our cousins. If our cousin from a different gang, we gonna try to kill him too. What is causing us to be so desensitized to murder, death? What is it? What is causing us to just not recognize that, hey man, look, we taking somebody's life here? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, we need to be examined. I'm talking about, man, I mean, is it the rap music? I can't put it on the rap music, because we used to listen to NWA, Eazy-E, and all those Too Short, and what's them boys out of Flint? You know what I'm saying? Them boys, what's them? Come on, Detroit, y'all get one now. Hold on, because Detroit and Flint is 2 different cities. Y'all, calm down. Calm down, y'all Michigan. I understand that. Calm down. But what's them boys that was out of Flint, Michigan? They was GDs. Alright, look, y'all get in the comments and y'all tell me who they is. But we used to listen to guys like that. These is gangsters. They talking about killing the ghetto boys. You see what I'm saying? The ghetto boys. Yeah. You know, Ice-T. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to, and we wasn't, it wasn't doing it like that. So what is going on now? Now look, let me get into this demonstration, right? Because this right here is pathetic. This is pathetic. Because according to the reports, a 15-year-old girl and a 16-year-old boy committed this travesty. They committed all this trauma. Kids. The boy's 6 years away from 10. She 5 years away from 10. And they go killing the whole family. Each other's family at that. Now, the cold-blooded part about all of it is this right here. You might say, well, hood educated. Why would they do that? When the little boy had got caught, right? Because after they went and killed some family members at the park, they got caught. The little boy and the girl, they got caught. When the little boy got caught, he told the homicide detectives, hey, it was self-defense. So wait a minute. This how you know this boy is gone. You killing all these people in your family and in your girl's family. It was self-defense? No, come on now. So after he said that, you know they ain't go for that. They get to applying that pressure on him. And then he got to come and clean about everything. He started letting everything know. And it comes out that him and his girlfriend, they had that puppy love. And they wanted to be together. And the family members on both sides was trying to keep them away from each other. Saying, hey, look, no, you know, you can't be with that girl. Hey, no, you can't be with that boy. You know, y'all young. Go to school. Or for whatever reasons it was, but they wasn't allowing them to kick it. And so they best thinking was, since they ain't allowing us to kick it, we finna kill both our whole families. How did y'all get there? How did you get to murder? How y'all get there? We finna kill everybody. You see, how did y'all get there? Now, back in my day, now, of course, you know, your mama, you know, see you messing with a girl, and she say that girl too fast, and she'll be like, boy, don't have that girl around this house. I don't want to see you around that girl. She too fast. She thinks she grown. She smelling her own ass. You know, them the things. And, you know, you will say, okay, mama, you right. She is too fast. I ain't gonna mess with her no more, mama. I ain't gonna bring her to the house. But when mama gone, she getting in that house. And when mama at the house, I'm going out and I'm sneaking to be with her. Same with the girls. You see, this is what we used to do. You see, and believe it, these kids doing that type of stuff right now today too. But this is what we used to do. If you say I can't be with her and I like her that much, I'm finna sneak and be with her. She finna sneak and be with me. That's just how it go. We ain't never say, you know what? My mama said I can't be with you. You know what? That's our last time saying that. Meet me at 8 o'clock. We finna knock my mama off. And your daddy, I got that. Don't worry about it, baby. We gonna beat it. We ain't never get there. Those wasn't the thoughts. Running away and all that old type of stuff was the thoughts, you know. And then once you so-called call yourself running away and you gone for a couple of hours, you like, damn, where I'ma go? Damn, I ain't got nowhere to sleep. I got a nice bed at the crib. I got some warm food. My mama gonna cook for me. I got a shower, a bath. Man, I gotta get back to the house, man. This ain't working how I thought it was gonna work. I ain't got no clothes, nothing. I'm hungry, I ain't ate. You know what I'm saying? You come back to the crib at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, get your ass whooped, get fed, take a shower, and go to sleep. But not nowadays. No, these kids want to kill their parents. These kids now want to kill their family members. And so they wanted to be together. So their first thought was, we gonna go kill them. But check out how the killings went down. This is a cold-blooded demonstration, y'all. So they killed a woman, right? And I'm not sure if this woman was auntie or anybody like that. I'm not sure the identity of the woman that they killed, but they killed a woman. And they sat in that house for hours upon hours with the dead body. Now, one of his family members, a brother who goes by the name of Devin, and the grandmama comes to check on the woman that they killed. So Devin, I believe Devin is 21 years old. Devin walks inside the house and kind of spook, what's the boy name? Jamea, that's his name. That's the 16-year-old boy named Jamea, right? So he comes inside the house. They wasn't expecting him, right? Jamea and his girlfriend, they wasn't expecting Devin to come to the crib to check on the person that they killed. So once Devin get in the house, he asking them about, where's the woman at, and they like, okay, whatever, this, that, and the other, and then kills him. After killing Devin, and they killed him, they shot him and killed him. After killing Devin, they look outside and recognize that grandmama is in the car. Yeah, the 70-some-year-old woman is in the car waiting on Devin to come back to the car because, he going to go check on the person that they killed. So when they look and see that grandmama in the car, the boy Jemiah, he tells his girlfriend, hey, go get grandmama, bring her in the house. He made up a story, or they made up a story so that grandmama can get out the house and come inside. Get out the car and come inside the house. So she gets grandmama. This is his girlfriend, the 15-year-old girl, knowing that there's 2 dead bodies in the house. All right. Knowing that they finna kill grandmama, she goes and gets grandmama. Tricks grandmama into coming inside the house. Once grandma is getting inside the house, he goes inside of a closet and hide. She brings grandmama into the room. He jumps out of the closet, guns his grandmama down. Cold-blooded demonstration. Now, after killing grandmama, this is where things get cold-blooded, y'all. After killing grandmama, he chops off her thumb. And I know a lot of y'all probably saying, like, why would he cut her thumb off, Hood Educated? Man, what purpose is that for? Because he wanted to use grandmama's phone and get some money up out of her phone. And so he cut her thumb off to put her thumb on her fingerprint on the phone to open up her phone. Like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me, for one thing, you done killed 3 of your family members, and then you chop off grandmama's thumb just so that you can get to her phone and, spend her money? What's going on here, y'all? Like, this is a 16-year-old boy we talking about and a 15-year-old girl chopping off the thumb of somebody that they just killed who is a family member. Cold-blooded demonstration. Bury him up under the penitentiary. Because when they had that hearing in court, the prosecutor looked at him and the judge looked at him and said, boy, you ain't going nowhere, boy. Nah, hell no. You ain't got no bond or nothing. You gonna be here until trial come. You and this 15-year-old girl. You see? So, man, I'm talking about, like, y'all, bury that boy up under the penitentiary. Death penalty status. You do that to grandmama, somebody that took care of you, cut her thumb off after killing her? No, brother. No, you got to go up under the jail. You can't even sit in a cell no more. You see what I'm saying? But then, it gets worse. So after killing grandmama, the other 2 family members, they takes grandmama thumb with them. They took the car that Devin and grandmama was in. They took that car, brought her thumb with them so that they can access the phone, access her accounts. Okay, all right. As if, you would think at some point right then and there, they'd be like, wait a minute, you know what, we tripping. let's stop this. No, they ain't stopped. They kept going. They went to the park to go kill some more people. And that's when they killed the other two, I think 22-year-old, 20-some-year-olds, or 49-year-old. They killed two other people. And then two of those, they shot at 4 people. But 2 of those people survived. You see? So that what made it 5 murders. Like, this, I ain't gonna lie. And then, like, they on Instagram talking about this stuff. They on Instagram talking about the murders, The man, the little boy, he tell the girl, hey, look, we gonna kill your auntie. We can just stab her with a knife. That's gonna be easy. The little girl said, no, I got that. I can do that. I like blood. What? 15 years old. Look, y'all. This right here is y'all, this is abnormal. This is abnormal. That little kids like this is talking about murder and death like that, like it ain't nothing. And they killing the family members of each other. Like it. This right here don't make no sense. Now, I'm not all the way sure about who are the family members that was killed. Was it her family members? Was it his family members? I gotta be transparent and let y'all know that I don't have that portion of the thing. But what I do have is that they went on this killing spree. All in the name of puppy love. You see? And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm like, man, like what's wrong with, that's how I know they family got to be going through it. They family got to be like, man, what in the, they family got to be going through it because I'm going through it and I ain't even family like that. Because it's like, damn, it makes you wonder, for some of us that got teenage kids or preteens and stuff like that and they get into that little puppy love, it makes you wonder like, damn, I mean, is love that strong? Do I gotta be looking at my daughter or my son sideways now like, hey man, wait a minute, you can like her now, don't come kill the whole family because you want to be with this girl, be with this boy, like, damn. Because you gotta think that family members are not expecting a 16-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl to be doing all this killing. You see, that's how it was so easy for them to do what they was doing. You don't suspect that. I mean, just think for yourself. Your 15-year-old child or your 16-year-old cousin, you don't look at them like, hey man, he finna come in here and kill the whole family. That's the last thing on your mind. That's the last thing on your mind. You don't want to think like that about them. You don't even want to imagine them doing stuff like that because these are your loved ones. But we living in a time now where you even got to side eye your own flesh and blood. You got to be looking at them like, wait a minute, hold on. You got a gun or something, man? Wait. I mean, damn. The kids come in the house now, you got to warn they at. Hey, you got a gun. Come on, give me that, boy. You can't come in here with that. You got to start putting their ass on the wall, searching them like the police. Hey, wait, hold on. This your boyfriend? This who you like? Hold on, bro, before you come in the house. We got to pat you down. We got to pat her down, too. That's our daughter, but we got to pat her ass down, too, because she might be gone in her head. I mean, like, what's going on here? Like, man, this right here is disturbing. Very disturbing. And then, like I said before, like, for our kids to be doing this type of stuff, like, come on, like, y'all, this right here is, I'm talking about, look, because it's not like a problem, you know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that it's not like, they out there gang banging and stuff like that, so we can talk to them and say, hey man, this is wrong, don't do that, you know what I'm saying? This is puppy love. We all had puppy love before. This is something that's supposed to be cute. This is something that you're supposed to think about when you get my age. You're supposed to be thinking, hey, man, I remember, man, I had snuck out the house, man, and I had climbed up the side of the house, man, to get up with old girl. You know, you supposed to laugh about this type of stuff. Like, you know, and the girls, yeah, I remember I hid the boy in the closet because my dad came home and he had to sleep in that closet all night. You know, this is the type of stuff we supposed to be laughing about. It's puppy love. It's not that serious that you want to kill the whole goddamn family. So look, let me say this to some of you young brothers and young sisters that, you know, pay attention to my channel. Listen, don't never let it get that far. That's not that serious. Killing your family members and stuff like that, even harming your family members, entertaining thoughts of harming your family members and stuff like that, all because you in love with a little girl or a little boy or whatever the case may be. Look, it's not that serious. If your family members is telling you to stay away from somebody, it's for a reason. And obviously, we can see the reason. It was a reason why family didn't want them to be together. And now we see why. Because the influence that they got on each other was corrupted. That's why they ain't want them to be together. So if your mother or your father is saying, hey, look, I don't want you to be with this girl, I don't want you to be with this boy, ask them, just say, well, why? Why not? What is the reasons? What is the benefits of me being with him? What is the benefits of me staying away from this boy or this girl or whatever the case may be? I mean, because that family never in a million years thought that Jemiah or that little girl would start killing them like that. We don't think that about our little ones neither. But we need to start having some conversations. Especially if they call themselves courting somebody, you know, or going out with somebody. You know, we got to start sitting them down and having them type of conversations. You know, if they are a bad influence, then if a boy is a bad influence to your daughter, you got to watch him. Because he has a major influence on your daughter. If a girl is a bad influence on your son, you got to watch her. Because her influence on your son is more powerful than your influence on your son. So we got to pay close attention. Look, it's a different era in time now. We got to start paying close attention, and we got to start getting into these kids' life and see what they got going on mentally. See what's happening. Because in this case right here, I think Jemiah's mama said that, I believe the son, that's where he got the gun from. He stole his mama's gun. And she told the police that, hey, look, my gun is missing. And she seen the text messages of this boy and this girl talking about killing family members and stuff like that. And she told the police about this. But just like anybody else, they probably looked at it like, hey, they just talking, it ain't nothing serious or nothing like that. Until now, we got 5 people dead and 2 people fighting for their life in the hospital. Cold-blooded demonstration. This is Hood Educated, not Lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.